All right, welcome back. As you all know, it's always all about history right on this channel, and again, we are still on the major world civilization owing to the Islamic civilization. And another factor that helped was the first Arab conquests were made on lands on which are the home of settled urban civilization for years. The river valley of the Nile, Tigris, and Euphrates. The indigenous inhabitants were similar to the Arabs in terms of race and speech, and in fact stood aside from a struggle which was essentially between the invaders and the Byzantine. As a matter of fact, the local officials were allowed to remain at their post in order to allow administrative continuity. The invasion and resettlement over the lands built under the sovereignty of the Caliph started to enjoy immunity from serious external aggression to 3 or 4 centuries. Remember, I said the Caliphs of Islam, in order of hierarchy, in order of ascension of the throne, started from Abu Bakr to Caliph Abu Bakr, then to Caliph Umar, then to Caliph Uthman, then to Caliph Ali. So the Caliph started to enjoy immunity from serious external aggression for 3 or 4 centuries, and after there are other people that come after these 4 caliphs, and they are also imam of virtues too, but the caliphs are the one being regarded to from this instance. The invasion and resettlement just as well made the caliphs to enjoy immunity from serious external aggression for 3 to 4 centuries, and the creation of a vast empire, besides leveling barriers and abolishing frontiers, brought into existence a great free trade area, promoted safe and rapid travels, and gave tremendous stimulus to commerce. Thus, cities expanded, fortunes were made, and a wealthy class of middle traders emerged. Shippers, bankers, manufacturers, and professional men and women came into being, while a rich and sophisticated society increasingly gave employment and patronage to scholars, artisans, teachers, physicians, and craftsmen under the Islamic civilization. The pursuit of knowledge was further quickened by the use of paper and the Arabic numerals, although none of these originated in the Islamic world. Both were widely used there in the 9th century. Manufacture of paper from hemp and tree were invented in China about 100 AD, while the first paper manufacturing was set up in Baghdad in 795. Talking about the writing and contributions of the Islamic civilization, it is in the pursuit of knowledge. It is further important to know that the use of paper were quickened by the Arab numerals, like the Arabic numbers. Although none of this originated in the Arabic world, both were widely used in the 9th century. Manufacture of paper from hemp. This is the manufacturing of paper was done then in China and invented in China, but the first paper manufacturing company was set up in Baghdad in Iraq, which is of an Arabic settlement. Going back to what we've explained earlier from the contributions of the Islamic civilization, we want to talk about the factors that aided the development of the Islamic civilization between the period of 800 to 1200. The lands conquered by the Arabs were the soil from which grew and blossomed one of the most brilliant civilizations of the world history of humanity. It is quite different to give it an appropriate name at various times. Once again, it was called the Arabs, Muslims, Islamic, and Arabic civilization. As Arabs overran one country after the other, they came with a language which possessed the unique status, as explained earlier. To early Muslims, is not just a form of speech, but the vehicle through which God has chosen to deliver his final revelation to mankind in the Arabic language. Apart from the fact that the Islamic civilization boils down to the Arab culture and country, it is pertinent to know that the Islamic civilization was well tied to the Quran and the language which was spoken then of the Arabic, because even as a then you are not an Arab, you have to read the language, the Quran, and with the language it was revealed, which is the Arabic language. And just like you all know, right on this channel is all about history dated back to time immemorial. This will be where this is where I'll close my pen on talking about the Islamic world civilization from part of the major world civilization that scattered that are too numerous. And until then, I come your way with another major world civilization. Stay tuned, subscribe.